you thinking about getting a loan for your business? We're breaking down the 5 C's of credit, or the main things considered when evaluating the risk of lending to you and your company. Welcome to Capital Confident, a simple guide to starting a business. I'm Laura, a small business lender.
And I'm Beth, a small business owner in the content creation space. When I applied for my first business loan, I was full of anxiety. I didn't even want to get turned down because I needed the money, but I felt like I had no control over the situation, and I felt really judged.
And that's common for small business owners. There's a lot of information that has to be submitted to a lender when they're evaluating the risk of lending to you and your business.
So what are banks actually looking at and evaluating me on my application?
Well, the first aspect, or the first C, is character. And that really goes to your personal history, your credit history, any type of other activities that you may have been involved in, and that is going to be the first pass of what they're looking at.
Mm-hmm. And now the next C is capacity, and I think that's your ability to repay the loan, right?
Right, sometimes called debt service coverage, but really a lender is looking at, can you and your business create enough profit to be able to pay for the debt that you're applying for?
Right. The next one is capital, and that's how much I've put into the business?
Yes, so a lender wants to make sure that you've invested as much risk as they're about to invest.
Gotcha. It doesn't have to be monetarily, does it?
No, it can be sweat equity, spending time building your business without having to have a ton of cash injected.
Gotcha. All right, then we go into economic conditions for the fourth C, but that really has nothing to do with me, does it?
It may not have anything to do with you. We could be in an economic times where interest rates are increasing. You could have a retail business with construction starting in front of it. There can be other types of industry issues, such as an economic downturn where travel is down, and so the hotel industry is missing. So there can be other types of things.
You know, when I opened my studio, it was March of 2020, and it was right before the pandemic, and then everything shut down. I was so excited to launch the studio portion of the company, but the world had other plans.
Yes, indeed. And that's out of your control. So it's important to stay aware of things that might affect your business.
Yes. And then the last C, which is collateral.
Right. So when you get a loan, that lender wants to secure that loan with some type of asset, generally whatever you're purchasing with that loan.
Now, is there anything that they can pull? I think you mentioned something about a lien.
So what they will do is they will file a lien position with the Secretary of State or your state government to tell other people that there is already financing tied to those assets.
That makes sense. So when I actually put in my loan application, I had a list of equipment that I was purchasing. So if I would have defaulted on the loan, they would have repossessed the equipment.
Exactly. And that's not what a lender wants to do. They'll make more money if you repay the loan, not if they have to sell your collateral.
Well, that's a relief.
Yes. These 5 C's of credit will help you feel confident when applying for funding. Cheers to Land Grant Brewing Company for letting us record in their space. Check out the next video in the series, which can help you understand lending and financial terminology.